talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It's gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Jesse Sharon, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What a weird way. What a stupid way. What a dumb way to lose a baseball game, but that is the 2026 Philadelphia Phillies 10-4 Nationals win tonight's ugly game, game 2 of the series. 10 runs on 10 hits. Phillies 4 runs on 5 hits. In a game where Painter had to leave early, in a game where Luis Arias hit his first home run as the Philadelphia Phillies, in a game where Brooks Raley made his appearance and let up 2 runs, in a game where Jose Alvarado walks a run-in with the bases loaded in the ninth. It's a lot to get into, and to do that, I have the one, the only, the legendary James Ratatoni. What a dumb way to lose a baseball game, Freddie.
Definitely. First loss of August. We haven't lost yet in August, but we finally take an L here. Appropriately against the Nationals. I mean, we can never have sweeps anymore here. I mean, we still have one more game tomorrow, but fact of the matter is, tonight was just one of those weird nights. You had Andrew Painter. Injuries happened. Andrew Painter getting taken out. He just what's the name? He's how should I explain it? He has some injury history between his time with John, and now he has a stiffness with his hamstring, which isn't major, but still not good long term, because who knows? You don't want to have this problem down the road with Andrew Painter. And that's my only issue, Jesse, is Painter, due to his injury history with the Tommy John and all, and with the standings being so tight, you just can't have this happen to him, where we have to worry about him possibly not staying healthy. And but yeah.
Yeah. God.
But like I said, Andrew Painter, he didn't look bad tonight. Only pitched 4 innings. He allowed a homer though. But other than that, he didn't look too bad. Once again, he allowed a few runs again, like last start. So he's not allowing a ton of runs. He just didn't go deep in the game, and the bullpen looks. The bullpen is absolutely used every single arm in your bullpen tonight. Jose Alvarado, awful. From Jose Alvarado, I'll tell you what. Alvarado cost single-handedly. Alvarado pretty much cost the Philadelphia Phillies this game. If he doesn't walk that guy in, the Phillies would have won in the bottom of the 9th inning. Plain and simple. It wouldn't have gotten to this point. But instead, what happened? Alvarado caused us to use every single bullpen arm on planet Earth. And Um, that guy Killens, absolute garbage. I said, what was his ERA when he came to the Phillies, Jesse?
Right now, Killian has. I can give it to you right now. It was like 4. Yeah, it was at like 4.2 something, and now it's up to 4.93, almost a 5 ERA.
See what I'm talking about? And um, you can't have. I mean, you picked them up at the deadline. You can't have guys out there. You can't. We have to have our starters go deep. Can't have guys. Can't have the bullpen out there most of this game because and I partially blame this on the offense. The offense didn't score more than like 3 runs in 9 innings, but still, I mean, you can't have our starters must go deep if we want to have any shot in the playoffs. Our starters have to go deep because you can't have garbage pitchers like Sugar and Killens on the postseason roster like that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, scary as it sounds, we might have no choice but to put Chase Sugar on the postseason roster, on the playoff roster, and some headed move that will put Chase Sugar out there pitching in a late game situation, save in the extra innings in the postseason if it comes down to that point. But this was one of those reality check games, and by the way, don't mean to get off subject. A little score update from San Diego and Arizona. I just want to mention this real quick. Diamondbacks beating up on the Padres right now, 5-0, which is good news in a way because San Diego is chasing us down, and that will make San Diego stay back 2 games, and that means Arizona. Believe Arizona would be tied with us in the wild card. I believe. I think they are, or they might go past us. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, whatever. But that's kind of good in a way. Padres are losing badly. But anyway, bats didn't look. Bats came up short tonight. Schwarber's just been absolutely being in a slump lately. At least Luis Ariz is putting contact on the ball. That homer tonight by him impressed me. They're just swinging at everything. They were just swinging at a lot of pitches tonight. Bryce Harper, another thing too. Bryce Harper stealing on second base on that one play, was absolutely stupid when Luis Ariz was up, and yeah. But what can I say? Do the Phillies decide to get another? Do the Phillies? I know the Phillies have gotten enough bats. I get it. I get that. But my thing is, what if? And I know this is a crazy thing to say, and I know we hate this guy. I just found out. I didn't notice, but Marcelo Ozuna got released by the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I know there's no shot of this happening because we have enough bats. But at this point, why not add before September? Why not add Marcelo Ozuna to the roster as well?
You might have to invest with him after Derek Hill got hurt. Did you see that play? He pulled a Scott Rowland, just crashing into the wall. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get it. But
I mean, he's still probably going to be able to play. But my thing is, do they invest in Marcelo Ozuna? I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. But with him being released, there's a and depending on if Hill say if Hill can't really swing the bat well after all this, do you invest in Marcelo Ozuna as a bench option? That's my thing, and you don't know if Derek Hill is going to be the same. You don't know what's going to happen. So, after taking a big hit like that, I mean, I'm sure he's a tough guy, but still, after taking that big hit, There's a possibility you might have to invest, but the thing is, if you get Ozuna, who are you going to send down? You have to send somebody down to the minors. That's the only problem. However, it wouldn't be for long because September you can have 28 guys, so you would have an extra bat. But what the Phillies really do need is an extra bullpen arm option. However, who are you going to turn to? Who are you going to really turn to? Because our farm system is absolutely trash. Gage Wood, you're going to bring Gage Wood up, possibly? I wouldn't be against that at this point. So there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of possibilities. Gage Wood,
McFarland.
possibly picking up Ozuna as another extra bat. Just because the offense is still going to probably be inconsistent off and on, but has been a little more consistent lately. But my thing is if you bring in, I would say, and I think Dave Dombrowski did a little bit wrong in a few areas. I think he did well on bringing the Books rally, but he didn't even look great tonight. I honestly think Luis Ariz was the best pickup at the deadline. I hate to say it, hate to throw the two bullpen guys under the bus, but clear favor is Luis Ariz was the best pickup so far because he's actually had 3 hits and a homer and 3 RBIs in the first 2 games of the Phillies, which is not, considering the fact he only had 1 hit tonight, is still not bad for a Phillies player.
He hit a home run.
He hit a home run.
Yeah.
But yet these other guys, Kyle Schwarber, been struggling lately. Hopefully, and all. Bryce Harper, he's up and down. Trey Turner's up and down. Alec Bohm is up and down. Everybody, a lot of players in this lineup are up and down players. Crawford is okay. It's been okay lately, but the big problem with this team, and by the way, not gonna lie, guess who's available? Guess who the Phillies, if the Phillies decide to turn to another starter besides Painter, guess who else is available now?
Who?
And guess who would be crazy enough to get him? Dave Dombrowski would be. He would be crazy enough to pick up Jermaine Marquez with an ERA over 5.
Jesus.
He would be crazy enough. Say if Andrew Painter isn't up the rest of the year. Say if he doesn't last to the end of the season somehow. Buying it if he starts pitching bad again. We might have to turn and pick up Jermaine Marquez as our 5th starter. He has an ERA over 5. And honestly, at this point, you don't know if Jermaine Marquez will be picked up as an extra bullpen option at this point. I mean, what can't go wrong? Put an ERA 5 guy, because that's what Dave Dombrowski is about. He's about putting trash guys on trash guys on trash guys on trash guys and on trash guys in the bullpen, because the bullpen is hitting its reality check. And I think KJ McCoy, I think he's right about me not getting hopes up about the Phillies because they won the first 4 games, but they made it look that 4-game winning streak look like a fluke. Because coming up here, you might see a reality check for the Phillies again coming up here. They might win tomorrow, but Toronto seems like they're a team that gives us a little bit of trouble off and on. And I'm looking forward to that series. Looking forward to facing the American League champions. Soon to not be American League champions anymore. But they stink this year, the Blue Jays, so there's that. And but yeah, this bullpen still worries me a little bit. They really do. I mean, this one bad game against the Nationals, and I get last night we had 3 shutouts, and we're gonna have bad games every so often. But there is still this concern, and if this starting rotation, if we have a couple playoff games where the starting rotation can't, and especially in the wild card round, can't go past the 5th or 6th inning somehow, because playoff baseball's a different animal, then we're in trouble with some of these bullpen guys. If I mean, we already wasted every single arm, and that could and now our starters have to be forced to go deep. And in probably the next few games, because our bullpen is wasted. Our bullpens might be wasted, and I expect another couple more losses this homestand. Honestly, the Phillies might go 2-2 in the next 4 games. To be honest, and what can I say? I mean, it's one loss. I'm not gonna go one loss, man over one loss. But then again, even though San Diego's probably going to lose tonight, the standings are still going to be kind of tight. They're still going to be 2 games behind us. The Marlins have been stinking. These teams in the wild card race absolutely are garbage right now. I mean, it's like the how could I put it? If the Phillies start losing again somehow, the NFC East from the COVID year is what the wild card race reminds me of. And if the Phillies start losing some games again and everybody else stinks, I think it's appropriate for Jesse Sharon to make a meme saying the Phillies, the garbage can, and the rest of the teams trying to chase them down for the wild card. That needs to be a meme. Possibly end of August, if the Phillies drastically are bad again. That needs to be a meme, Jesse, that if we're somehow barely standing in a wild card spot with a near 500 record.
All right. Sounds like a plan. But, yeah, I want to thank you all for watching this edition of the Phillies postgame show. Wanted to be quick because it's past 11 o'clock, so we both, I think, want to go to bed. But want to thank TickPick for sponsoring tonight's stream. And thank you to Friday for staying up with me to watch that absolute disaster Phillies game. Tomorrow, the Phillies play again against the Washington Nationals. 6:05 start.
Yes.
Christopher Sanchez versus Miles Michaelis, who had it back tonight. It's crazy.
And anyway, Jesse, and I'm shout out to Gavin Sweeney. I know he makes jokes in the chat. Shout out to preseason NFL football for being back tomorrow night too. NFL Hall of Fame game and Hall of Fame weekend. That should be fun. Coming up, we get football back as well. I know this is the Phillies post game, but I figure I'm also mentioning this because there's a bunch of football fans, including me and Jesse myself. We're looking forward to football as well. But we got the Phillies at 6:05 and football at 8, so it should be a fun night, a packed night tomorrow night. Phillies, Nationals, and of course, bird season coming up in a little over a week with preseason. So yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. I mean, like everybody says, if the Phillies team keeps it being a pain in the neck again, we got football. At least we got football to look forward to. But then again, let's not think it like that, because the Phillies were actually 4-0 before tonight in this month. They were actually turning the corner, I thought, until they faltered. But anyway, that's all I have to say. It's 11-11. So
yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to TickPick for sponsoring the stream. And as always, let's go Phillies.
The Vikings!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! And it's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show, proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today.